How's it going, everybody? It's Nova, and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. It is episode number 11, and the hat that I'm wearing today is the axe in the wood hat, in the tree hat. Not really sure. I guess it's just a block of wood. There's an axe in it. And the reason for this is because this episode is kind of going to be split. Because, well, I sort of lost the footage from the previous episode that was supposed to come out. See, I had a external hard drive with pretty much most of the audio of the episode on it, and, well, it kind of failed. And I have been searching for any help, and I've sent it off to a bunch of places and a bunch of people, and to, alas, no one has been able to fix it under a decent price. So I think what I'm going to do, because I still have the video footage, I'm going to show a little bit of it and narrate what I have done. And then we can continue on with the episode. Alright, so here I am with my same hat from the previous episode, because this episode was going to be a continuation of the previous episode. So that's why I was wearing the same hat. And then here I am explaining what room I'm in, because this place looks very different from the previous episode. This was a newly made room that has a bunch of just ugly looking, wires here. As you can tell, I'm looking at them, and I call them spaghetti wires. And they're all kind of going into these little boxes, and you guys will see what it is on the outside. And then here is my new farm that is totally different from the one that I previously had in the previous episode, because it really had nothing to do with any other seeds except for the Inferium Essence. I have set up a bunch of block breakers next to all of these Inferium Essence plants, and I'm growing them. And there are some growth crystals as well, because I had finally gotten the prismarine shard and crystal chickens to make the sea lanterns. So we're just basically stacking up Inferium Essence at this point. So here are the storage drawers where all of the essences are being stored. And actually that thing on top of it is a crafter, because you know it from the Pam's Harvest Craft room. Basically, I was using those wires to port them into the crafter and then back into the storage drawers so that we can craft the different types of essences. So as you can tell, the Inferium Essence is being broken by the mechanical users, and then it flies up into those vacuum chests, through this buffer chest, and into those storage drawers. And that's pretty much how we've been getting all of our Inferium Essence. This wire in the back actually goes all the way down to where those coal chickens are in the room underneath. So it's actually pulling the coal from those coal chickens as well, just like how it's being pulled into that capacitor bank. And this is what inside the crafter looks like. I have all of the recipes, and I did actually have that master infusion crystal. So I had an unbreakable crystal that I could just port through it, and it would automatically do as much as I needed. So here we have our vibrant alloy chicken and our lunar reacted dust chicken. They are mating to create moonstone chickens, which we just got some eggs. So at this point, we're on our way to hatching up some moonstone chickens so that we can create said ethereal glass that we needed last episode. Oh, look at all that Superium Essence. Such a joy to look at. So awesome. And here we are, putting that Superium Essence into the auto crafter for the seeds to create the tier 4 seeds. At the moment we only have, and we're getting rid of the tier 3 seeds so that we can make room for the tier 4 seeds. So now begins the arduous process of re-hoeing the dirt and planting the tier 4 seeds. This is basically what I did when going from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3 to tier 4. And we're still probably working on tier 5, and I fell into the dirt a lot of times because farmland mechanics, you guys. And here's some footage of me using the Solium dagger, trying to get some mob chunks. Not succeeding that time, but we got a fairly decent amount of mob chunks. As shown here, we got a decent amount of mob chunks, and they were all actually different tiered. So I was pretty happy about that. And now we are here so that I can show you guys the gigantic set of drawers that I created to store all of the different items that we were getting from the chickens. And there were also a few buffer chests, just in case there was some overflow. Extra chicken eggs are stored in this diamond chest, and extra chickens in animal nets are stored in this one. Here are some more of the chickens that I added. I got the emerald chicken, XP chicken, some prismarine chickens, ender pearl chicken, water chicken, blaze chicken, all the great chickens that we need. Aw yeah, the delicious XP. Sheep Room still does not have any of those dye chickens in it because I am a lazy bum and I still have not put them in there. But I will still shear them as much as I can. The cactus farm is doing great. Look at all that cactus. It's a very slow farm, but it produces a lot of cactus. Finally got ourselves a mega torch, so I could get rid of all those pesky mobs outside my base. I changed the farm yet again. Made these little stairs that kind of go up onto the base so I don't have to keep constantly jumping around and accidentally jumping on the farmland and messing up the crops. And what we have here is I've planted a bunch of, seeds. We still have the Inferium essence over to the right, but we have, I think, it looks like 4 different seeds. And that's going to be like, I think nature essence and water essence, dirt essence, stone essence. All those things that should, be pulling into drawers later on. Looks like we got some moonstone chickens too. Those silvery looking ones. Man, they look scary. They're like ghosts. And now I'm saying goodbye. That's the end of that episode. So, yeah. That's pretty much all that happened last episode. I guess let's get back to the episode. So now that you guys have seen that little clip that I put together, it's time to start our plans for this episode. So before I logged on today, FoolCraft got an update, so we might be seeing some new stuff. But our main plans for what I want to do for today is I want to finish up with those seeds from Mystical Agriculture and also work on decorating the Mystical Agriculture room. And then maybe later, we'll do some exploring. Yeah, remember how fun that was last time when we... Yeah. It'll be better, I promise. So first things first, you guys probably recognize this from the footage. If not, then that means that I was not able to put that in. But pretty much, it's basically the same. I have not touched this since the drive crashed, and so we're going to be working on planting more seeds. Actually, so over here, you guys can see, well, we have run out of all this stuff. And that's not because we used it up or anything. It's mainly just because, well, in here, we have bulk storage of it. We have a lot of that stuff. Like, a lot. For now, these will just kind of remain here. I'll probably move this over because it's difficult. These are conduit facades, so there's all these wires here. Or maybe I'll move this. Maybe I'll move this all back. I don't know. I kind of like this design, but I'm pretty okay with pushing it over. Now to figure out what these things are. Okay, so this might be, this is definitely one of the new things that has come out. So it looks like FoolCraft has been put in. So we have fire crystals here, and I know we have some of these crystals, the water crystals. And now that I think about it, there might be some more down here. Oh, wait, I see some others right there. Got some green stuff right there. Got some yellow ones right there. Dark gray crystals up there. Oh, wow, we got some yellow ones that are way up there. Green ones over there. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that this stuff could actually grow on bedrock. That's pretty cool. Oh, and if it sounds like my voice is a little weird, that's probably because I'm getting over a cold. So, You guys will probably just have to deal with that for a little bit until I get better. Alright, so, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a bunch of the new seeds and start planting them. And while they're being harvested by these growth crystals and the mechanical users in the vacuum chest, we can try decorating this place, because we should have enough moonstones to make all the ethereal glass we need. Wow, yeah, look at that. 134 moonstones. So, for each moonstone, that's 8 ethereal glass. So that's at least over 800. I might also try to move these things around, see how they look, because right now it kind of looks strange. But I'm going to do that, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. In the middle, in the middle. Alright, so we're back, and we've definitely planted a bunch of seeds here. We have ice essence seeds, which this can make ice and packed ice. We have fire essence, which can make lava buckets and I think a few other things, but lava buckets are mainly what we need that for. Nether essence, which can basically create all the nether blocks. Ooh, cool. It creates nether brick, nether rack, soul sand. Great blocks because we don't want to have to constantly go into the nether. We have here sheep essence seeds, and that'll create wool because wool is a nice thing to have. And we have some stone essence here because we didn't have enough sheep. We didn't have enough mob chunks for sheep essence, but whatever. We have nether quartz essence and glowstone essence for the same reason we have nether essence, because we do not want to go to the nether. And over here is the collection chest because, well, this is basically the buffer chest, the item buffer chest for, you know, like, if let's say this, you know, went in there, or it can go in that one, you know, it would collect in here, and, you know, it won't try to go in here. I'm pretty sure I've explained this before. Oh, look. The ice has formed back up from when I silk touched all that ice to get the ice essence. But for now, this right here is a broken and leaky roof, but this right here are the blocks and tools from which I'm going to use to start decorating this place. Obviously we need to use the ethereal glass for, you know, specific purposes, but I kind of wanted to stick with the laboratory blocks and stone for this Celtic pattern, like over there. And, you know, I figured we could try some highlight blocks, maybe some blues, I don't know. And then we have the chisel, obviously, and then we have some more basic drawers. So yeah, I'm gonna go check on how far we can go with this. I mean, I know at this point we can go this far. I have half the room to work with. So if I were to continue pushing this back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only this could be pushed back. And either way, I mean, pushing these back would just be kind of annoying, and I'd have to rearrange the spaghetti conduits. I don't think that I'm gonna do that right this second. So yeah, I think for now what we'll do is we'll focus on trying to get a good design going. Actually, before that, we're gonna take this down because we should probably take this down. We'll probably want to do it carefully. I kind of want to mine these because they're really getting annoying. Look, oh. Your fingers tingle strangely as you handle the crystal. What does that mean? Maybe some rest will inspire you. You awaken from a strange dream. You quickly write it down before the memory fades. So, let's read this. I had the strangest dream last night. In the dream, I took 3 of those strange crystals I've been finding and ground them with a handful of redstone in a bowl using a piece of flint. The crystals had to be of different types, but if I did it properly, then the result was a strange glowing dust. In the dream, I took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase, but the dream ended before I saw what happened. Alright, so let's begin the process of decorating this place. So I think for now, we're going to start by getting rid of this glass. I want to do a little bit of terraforming because this does not really look that great. So I'm probably going to get some stone, some cobblestone, some gravel maybe, some dirt, and basically just kind of the similar blocks to this. And why do I have a stone brick? I'm not going to ask. Anyway, let's get that. There, now it looks a bit stronger. Like, you know, it could support the weight of this whole, like, roof kind of thing. Maybe I'll put some blocks up there as well. Doesn't look the greatest, but it actually looks fairly decent. I mean, I think that block right there needs to go. Alright, that looks a bit better. So now all we gotta do is just make a straight line of glass that kind of goes above. Oh, you can't block up. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I guess, yeah, that should be as high as it goes. So now all we gotta do is that, and then we can use the builder's wand, which should bring them all this way. There we go. And now we just keep moving it along. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. And then we gotta fix it up there a bit. So let's look at this. Let's look at this wall. Whoa. That's kind of weird, because it blends in with the sky very well. Although I really do like the pattern. I don't want that to be there. Wow. Ooh, at night, this looks so cool. Oh, darn. Dang seaweed. Alright, so we'll just get rid of that, but wow, that I gotta say, this looks really awesome at night. I don't know how well it's gonna look in the day. It's probably gonna blend in very well with the day, but the night, wow, that makes this pop. I really like this. I think that this will fit very well with the design. That looks super cool. Alright, so let's get that stupid weed out of here. Now, how does that look? Whoa. That looks a little off. We have, like, this huge one right here, and then we have this, like, kind of small one. Oh, man. Maybe if we had, like, stairs leading up to it. That might be cooler, but I still don't like... Yeah, we just get rid of, like, this. Maybe it'll look better. Just kind of make this the ground floor. Kind of. I feel like it just needs to go down, like, one more block, and that will be, like, that'll be better. I think that's better. I think that's better. But I still feel like this one is just, it's so much smaller, and it kind of looks very strange. I kind of wanted this to be like a pillar, and then this to be like the rest of the, you know, the unit, and then it stops here, and then we have just like giant ethereal glass windows. So maybe I will just push this out. But I also gotta push that top part up too, and I gotta push this away. Yeah, that looks... It doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Although what would be more interesting would be, like, kind of continue it up over here. That's probably not gonna look too good. That, and it's gonna be like a pit for mobs at this point. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do this. Alright, so at this point, we're probably just gonna start putting in the walls and the ceiling. And this laboratory block is gonna be the ground. So we should probably find, through the chisel, a better looking block, because I do want to use the laboratory blocks for the wall, but we should find a different pattern. We could use the laboratory block that's similar to this one, this block, or maybe even this block at this point. For this roof, I think would be nice. Yeah, I think it would be nice to have this block. Because it's not a straight roof. If it was a straight roof, I would say use the other one, but this one is kind of a bumpy roof, so we're going to use that. So I think that the roof is going to be this. I think that that works well. Yeah, I'm kind of like this. I mean, it's kind of like a nice little transition. You have like darker stuff, because this whole side is kind of like a different thing than this is. And this kind of reflects that this block is super bright, and it makes this one look lighter. I don't really know if that makes sense, but yeah, we'll work with that. This part is already starting to look fairly kind of weird. Starting over. Alright, that looks a bit more straight. And, you know, see these kind of like areas right here? I think I'm going to leave like that. Maybe I'll chop that down a little bit more, but I think that that's good. Now we can just take that ceiling and keep it going. And we'll just continue this wall pattern across here. But wow, look at this. Look at that. So awesome. Alright, it looks like it is finished. So, wow, yeah. That roof really looks like the stone next to it. I see in certain places it's covering the frame of the window. So I might just kind of like chop that down a bit, but so far I'm liking how it's looking. It sort of keeps the ceiling of the cave a little bit, and that's kind of what I was going for. The next step is going to have to be the walls, and trimming down the ceiling a bit. But let's get to the walls. Alright, so the walls are in. Now all that's left... Wow, this kind of looks really strange. I think I want to put some sort of like wood in there to darken it up or mix it up, because it's looking kind of gray and white. Yeah, that's not really a good sign, but we're definitely going to try for some sort of design. But I think that this wall really helps kind of like continue these walls as well, and that wall and those walls. I think that that's a good, you know, kind of like transition into this room, and we'll be fixing this too. Alright, wow, yeah, okay, so that looks kind of interesting. Maybe if we sort of make this a little bit less weird. So... Does that look a little bit better? Kind of-ish. I still don't like this, like, foot that keeps popping up. Ooh, that kind of looks strange, but, not hating it. I mean, maybe it looks strange from that angle. It does kind of look better, but I think that there's too many single blocks diagonal from each other. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Gotta have that full connected texture design, otherwise it looks kind of weird. I mean, kind of like looking at it on either one of those sides, it does kind of look a little weird because the wall goes up really high on one side, but the ceiling kind of sinks in down low on the other. So maybe I'll cave in the ceiling a little bit on the left side to make it more symmetrical-ish. So I think what I'm going to do is, in between episodes, I am going to probably try and incorporate some sort of spruce wood or other type of wood into this design because it looks a little gray, and we want to break up that with some of this, like the brown or black or something that will work. So I will be working on that in between the episodes. But with that all being said, this is the end of the episode. If you like what you watch, click that like button, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. See you guys in the next episode.